Hi, everybody. Welcome in. My name is John Harris. I am one of the hotel account executives here at Hopskip. It's very nice to be with all of you today. We have our VP of Marketing, Kate Robertson, in the chat. Kate will monitor the chat as I lead us through this presentation that will start in just a minute, but would love to get a little bit of an idea of where everyone is joining us from today. Myself, I'm right outside of Kansas City, and Kate is up in Canada in the Toronto area. Awesome. Wide array of areas. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining. So what we'll do is we'll give it about another 60 seconds, and then I will dive on in to the presentation. What I have in store for you today is a quick slideshow. We'll go through this together. That way everyone leaves here with a better idea of who we are here at Hopskip, how we differ from Cvent, what we're currently seeing on the platform today. And then after that, we'll dive on into a demo environment of Hopskip. I'll walk you through responding to an RFP, the different features that we offer on the free version, Hopskip Essential, as well as what is available with Hopskip Premium. So we'll wait another 30 seconds or so, and then I'll dive on in. And for those that didn't hear at the beginning of the call, if you have any questions whatsoever now or throughout this presentation, feel free to enter them into that chat, and then myself or Kate would be more than happy to answer them for you. So what we'll do now is we'll dive on in to our presentation for you. So here at Hopskip, we are constantly being compared to Cvent every single day, which I'll be honest, we have a ton of respect for Cvent, but there's a lot of differences between our two platforms. The main one being we're not looking to be this jack of all trades. We have one goal, and that's simply just to be the best in the business at hotel sourcing. So one of the reasons that Hopskip was created was that we found the group sales landscape was broken. Sellers were spending and frankly wasting their time bidding on unqualified leads that never actually converted. Here at Hopskip, we lead the entire industry overall with 80% of RFPs sourced to booked and actualized. And how we're able to achieve such a high number is pretty simple when you take into account that Hopskip is never free to the planner. So we have this paywall that we like to say acts as our quality filter. That way, when you receive an RFP from Hopskip, you know a couple of things. You know that this planner has paid to source on our platform. So they're a professional who also has skin in the game. Our planners are targeted, but most importantly, all of these planners are exclusive to Hopskip. So when these companies sign on to source to our platform, they also sign an exclusivity agreement. That means you'll never see a duplicate RFP from Hopskip come through on Cvent or any other similar platforms. And that's one of the main driving factors into how we have our industry-leading 80% conversion rate. It's all due to the fact that we have this exclusive planner base. Now that planner base doubled in 2025, and we're on pace to more than double it by the end of this year. The amount of hotels that signed up for Hopskip Premium in 2025 more than doubled, and we are coming off of a record-breaking July. Really, our main focus is to bring properties like your own high-quality RFPs. So an important thing to note, though, by design, Hopskip's volume will never be as large as Cvent's because we only want to provide RFPs that actually convert. So we are not looking to replace Cvent in the industry or at the property level. Instead, what we want to be thought of is that investment worth making this budget season to tap in to a supplemental lead channel that's built up of just strictly high quality and high converting leads and planners. So a lot of talk about our planners. Here's a breakdown of that planner base. We have over 600 companies sourcing exclusively on Hopskip today. The makeup of those are 25% corporate, 35% association nonprofit, and the other 40% are third-party planners. Overall, the RFPs, when you take into account those third parties, you're looking at about 70% corporate events and 30% association nonprofit events. Some bigger names you may recognize that all source exclusively on Hopskip are the American Association for Cancer Research, Progressive Insurance, the U.S. Olympic Committee, Forbes, Nordstrom, Home Depot subsidiaries, Morley meetings and incentives, CTM corporate travel meetings and events, Meeting Encore, recent logos that we've signed on this year, New York Life, the American Chemical Society. For car brands, we have Kia, GMC, Cadillac, and Hyundai. Tech and AI, we signed on Lenovo, who was one of the largest sponsors of this past World Cup. And really, our main focus is to continue to grow our planner base to provide your property with amazing RFPs. And roughly more than half of this planner base is coming over from Cvent and joining Hopskip, while the remainder is, for the most part, coming from a manual process. Now, here is a little ROI stat for hotels that were upgraded to premium in 2025. The average upgraded hotel saw a 4x increase in their leads and a 20% boost in conversion rates. They paid an average annual plan of $9,000 for 12 months of Hopskip Premium. The average RFP booking value came in at over $100,000, and the average subscribed hotel brought home an 11x return on investment. Now, our last slide before we dive on into the demo environment. 77% of our bookings are rooms and space. The rest is just rooms. They are 99.9% self-contained bookings. And again, they are 100% professional planners. So what I mean when I say that is you will never receive a lead from Hopskip for a social event or for a wedding. Now, what we're going to do together is dive on in to the demo environment for Hopskip. Now, when you log into your property's profile, free or premium, you get brought here to your RFP dashboard. This is where all active leads will live, and you can see the different life cycle stages of those RFPs listed here below. We'll click on into an RFP together now, and this is what they look like on Hopskip. So you have the RFP summary where you get the general information, dates and flexibility, the program info, all provided from the planner. So you get the group and event profile, success criteria and deal breakers, and then also the event's history, contract details, very self-explanatory there. And this is our proposal builder section. Now you see all of these tabs here are required to be filled out. And once you do fill out a section completely, you get this green check mark letting you know that it's all good to go. And for the most part, all of these fields can be completed ahead of time in your proposal settings. So on your blue sidebar here, when you log into Hopskip, you'll see this gear icon. Come on in there when you have some free time, fill out your proposal settings. These can pre-populate, be selected ahead of time, and save you a bunch of time as you respond to these RFPs. But as you go through, you can see that everything is pretty self-explanatory and user-friendly. If you're missing something within a section, we will highlight it here for you in red. And then once every section is completely filled, you get those green check marks, hover over those red exclamation points, and we'll show you what's missing in that section as well. Come on down to review proposal. Make sure that you have a 100% completion status over here on the right, and that all this passes your eye test. Then in the top right corner, next to the red turn down button, you'll see submit. Click that button. It's off to the planner, and you're good to go. And for the most part, that's what's available to you on the free version of Hopskip, Hopskip Essential. We allow you to customize your property's profile with up to 15 images, and then we allow you to receive and bid on the leads that you do receive. Everything that I'm going to go over from here on out is what's included on Hopskip Premium. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the average upgraded hotel sees a 20% increase in conversion rates on average. One of the driving factors there, this tool that we call Competitive Insights. If your property was on premium, on every single RFP that you received, you would be able to see exactly who you were going up against, where that property was located, and what that property's RFP status was. Over here on the right, we'll show you how your proposed room rate stacks up against the average competing proposals, and we'll do the same for the food and beverage quote as well. Up top here on Premium, you're able to see how many times the planner has actually viewed your proposal. versus the amount of times that they viewed the other competing proposals. Another awesome feature that we provide you with is whichever seller from your team is assigned to an RFP. Once you're on premium, you're going to be notified via email whenever the planner is online and is actively viewing your proposal. Still highly recommend that you respond to these leads as quickly as possible, because that is when your odds of winning are at their best. However, when you do get that email, come on back into Hopskip and take advantage of the competitive insights tool. See who you're going up against, how your numbers compare, and if you have the wiggle room, edit your proposal to make it as competitive as possible, and then resubmit it. A couple of things will happen once you do that. The planner will be notified that you've resubmitted that proposal. You're going to be notified every time that they view that new proposal, and that's where we see your odds of winning skyrocket. Does anybody have any questions regarding anything that we've gone over so far in terms of the competitive insights, the slideshow deck, anything like that? If so, throw them into the chat now. I'll be monitoring that, as well as our VP of Marketing, Kate. And I'll go over this while we wait for some of those questions to come in. So most hoteliers that I speak to, and I speak to a ton of them every single day, are telling me maybe 5 to 60% of the time, all platforms put together, they're finding out who they lost a booking to. Our premium partners find out 100% of the time when they lose a Hopskip booking. All they need to do is come back into the competitive insights tab after that booking has been awarded. Right below where those room rate and food and beverage quote numbers were before, you'll see this winning hotel intelligence. In here, we'll provide you with the name of the winning hotel, their average room rate and food and beverage quote, and you'll get a reason from the planner as to why your property wasn't selected. We also provide our premium partners with 4 different reporting and analytic tools. There are no reporting or analytic tools on the free version of Hopskip. These 4 on premium, you select your time frame in the top right corner and your currency. I do all time for our demo environments. You click apply, and voila, you get an entire sales pipeline overview, all these good numbers and statistics, your response time analysis. You also get unlimited logins with Hopskip. So each salesperson should have their own personal login. That way you can track their performance. And then you see here a breakdown of the RFPs for the time frame selected. Turn down reporting. We provide you with this turn down analysis as well as the revenue impact. The salesperson and RFP breakdown once again. For lost bookings, you also get this win-in hotel advantages report. So here we provide you with proposal insights, concessions offered, what types of hotels are most commonly winning the business that you've lost, and then lastly, what amenities are popping up on the winner's profile most commonly that you don't have selected on your own. And then at the bottom, once again, the individual salesperson report and the RFPs accounted for. Now, the comp set report is a huge tool that we provide you with on premium. As I mentioned earlier, the average upgraded hotel saw over a 4x increase in leads last year. I just got off with a property for a renewal call yesterday in Arizona who saw over a 14 time increase in leads. A lot of that comes directly from this comp set feature. When you sign up for Hopskip Premium, you select 15 hotels to enter into your comp set. It does not matter what market they're located in, whether they are on the free version or the premium version, and you can change your comp set as often as you would like to. There's no restrictions or fees for doing so. Once you enter those hotels into your comp set, you're able to come in here and get these benchmark analytics from our reporting feature that you see on my screen right now. But secondly, and most importantly, whenever a planner looks at one of these 15 competitors in the search, you're going to pop up as a comparable hotel by Hopskip. Now, we're told that this is very similar to the suggested ads that Cvent offers. The main difference here is this is all included under that one price tag for premium, and it isn't an upsell or an add-on product. Another factor that drives leads to you on premium is your top listing status. We guarantee you a premium listing in your market to get you as much exposure to planners as possible. That comes in a first come, first serve order. So if you were the first property to upgrade to premium in your market, you would be guaranteed the #1 search result. If you're the 6th, you're still on page 1 as a top 6 property. Right now on the free version, your property is randomly shuffled every 24 hours as to where you appear to planners in the search that day. This tool up top is called Market Insights. This is our newest product. We went live with it back in July. Now, again, this is all a demo environment for that product. It is only currently available to the top 30 US markets on Hopskip, but we are going live with more markets later on this year. In this report, you get an entire market overview. You see exactly what the average RFP entering into your market looks like, how you compare to similar hotels within the market, and you can always hover over these reports for more detail. We show you how our exclusive planner base is sourcing, comparing, and booking your market on Hopskip. We don't offer promotions on the free version of Hopskip, but you get unlimited promotions on premium. And if you want to target the top event segments entering into your market, you can create a quick promotion directly from Market Insights. We show you what's winning within the market. And then lastly, how your market compares to the other top 30 markets on Hopskip in this time frame. So Market Insights, again, as of right now, is live for the top 30 US markets. It is included with your premium subscription. If it's something that you're interested in outside of premium, it is $3,500 as a standalone product. It also comes with unlimited promotions. But again, just to clarify, premium comes with everything we've gone over today. Second to last is the promotions. So again, as I mentioned, no promotions on the free version, unlimited on Hopskip Premium. If you want to create a custom one, they're very easy to do, very cut and dry. Just put in your overview with that name and headline, description, and publish and expiration dates. We allow you to add up to 5 images with that promotion. And then also, you go over to offer terms, enter in your terms and conditions, eligibility dates, publish that promotion. Once you have that live, you're going to have much better visibility to these planners with a premium listing, and there will be a badge on your property in the search letting them know that you currently have a deal going on. I have one more thing to show you guys today. Does anybody have any questions before we dive on into it? Be more than happy to go over anything once again, or give more clarification on anything. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. The last thing I want to go over is this blue bubble that you might have noticed that's in the bottom corner of every page we've gone over today. That right there is how you reach our support team here at Hopskip. Click on that blue bubble. You can always search for help. Go to articles. We have 15 of them for hoteliers. Or if you want to connect to a real life human, our support team is second to none. They're all based in the United States. They are online 9 to 5 Eastern, Monday through Friday. Reach out during these hours and you won't have to talk to a chatbot, AI, or somebody on the other side of the world. You'll get a real Hopskip professional. You can see folks online right now. These are real humans that I've met with in person multiple times, and they're great team members and ready to help you any way needed. But that is pretty much the high-level overview of Hopskip. Would love, if anybody has any other questions, to answer them below. I'm going to have my meeting link pop up here in just a second. If anyone would like to book a personalized demo, we can go through your market, your property, those statistics, go over what premium would cost for you. Also, I'm going to throw my email in the chat right now. It's jharris@myhopskip.com. Feel free to email me at any time if you have any questions as well. If no one has any questions, then that's the end of our call today. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend. I'm going to hang out for another minute or two.